been one of those people, friends and family. Let's have a moment of silence for everyone out there who actually believes they are Bob the Builder to fix someone that's broken. You guys. Well, hello guys, welcome back to my channel. For those who are new here, Stesh is my name, and it's lovely to have you today. And even for the old comers, I'm very happy to have you. So today we are basically going to be discussing the toxic traits in relationships. We might not exhaust everything, but some of these things are things that we end up doing thinking they are okay, but in actual sense they end up being toxic. So grab your tea, grab your popcorn, and let's dive right in. Okay, so before we even dive into the topic, I'm just giving a disclaimer that no relationship is perfect. And once you bear that in mind, it will be easier for you to extend grace to your partner as you seek for them to be able to become better people. It's both ways, you know, and the change is never only for one person, it also has to be for the other person, because you're two imperfect people trying to make this thing perfect or beautiful. So now that I have gotten that out of the way, let's dive right in. So the first point of this topic is oversharing. This is something that personally I have been doing, because for me in my head it made sense that if I talk to someone, maybe they will help me see something I do not understand, or they will help me pick, you know, some information and help me bring this put this thing together. It can be a good thing, it can be a bad thing, because I'm an overthinker. So I thought to myself that, okay, if I talk to so and so, they will help me understand where this person was coming from to do A, B, C, and D. The challenge with that though is when we are talking to these people, most times we are talking to people that are close to us and we hope that we'll go forever in our lives. This could be friends, this could be family, and these people never forget. For you will forgive the person, whether they cheated, whether they did something weird, you will forgive them because you know them, you know their heart, you know that they made a mistake and they're trying to do better, but the other person will not. Your parents will not understand that, okay, this man did this and that out of maybe despair, or you also had a contribution in him slapping you. I don't know, guys. I'm not out here saying that men should beat women, because that should never happen. But what I'm trying to say is whatever it is you disclose, it can work for or against you. And sometimes it works against you because as for us, we have moved on. You're happily enjoying your relationship. Your friends, on the other hand, will always remember, isn't this a guy who did this? Yes, they'll remember the good things, and that's when they say there are girls who are boyfriend snatchers, husband snatchers, because you've given them so much insider information that they can use to get to this person. So oversharing seems like a safe thing to do until it's not. So I think we should just be very selective with the people we share with and what we share with them, because we also have to protect them, their mental space, your partner's mental space, and the general outlook of things. Relationships are just for the two people who are in it, not everyone else to have their input and whatnot. So as we are sharing with the people that we love, as we are seeking for advice and everything, let us be very intentional on protecting both our partners, but also protecting the people that we are giving this information to, because some information is too heavy to handle, and it's not as easy to see the person the same way after you've learned certain information about them. Yeah, so it's not that easy not to share, but if you're going to share, pick out the information and also put yourself in your partner's shoes. If I was the one being talked about like this to his family, and then I'm expected to show up maybe over the weekend for a birthday or something, and they're giving me eyes and they're eyeballing me, how would I feel about that? So it's always important to do to others what you want them to do to you. Okay, point number 2 on this topic is controlling behavior. So there is a thin line between wanting to know where your partner is, have they eaten, have they done this, have they done that, and asking them, who are you with, what are you doing, take a selfie, take a picture, open the tab. If you said you're home, I want to know, who is that guy that you were talking to? I saw you hugging some guy. Okay, again, this might be coming from a place of insecurity, either caused by the other person, yeah, or someone's previous, experiences, that okay, when the other woman started doing this, that's when she was going to cheat. So I do not trust when someone goes to office parties without me and whatnot. But I think it's important to know that your partner is not a child. If they wanted to be policed like that, then they would stay home with their parents, because then they know that I'm a child here, so I'm able to do this, I cannot do this, I cannot move late, I cannot do that. And yes, oftentimes it comes from a place of love, but it's important also to take note of the fact that your partner has their life besides this relationship. They are individuals before they are your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your husband, your wife, whatever it is, So as we try to protect these people, to know, okay, is everything okay? Nah. Sometimes you just have to let be. Yes, we believe in being called to be checked on and whatnot. Have you eaten? Have you done this? Are you still at office? But sometimes it gets too much. So if your partner finds themselves in a position where they don't want to tell you where they're going anymore, sometimes you have to reflect and find out, is it because of the way I behave when they leave? I'm always calling, they've gone out with the boys, but I want to know, where are you? What are you guys doing now? Take a picture for me. Let the person have fun, let them come home and tell you all about it without you having to probe every microsecond. I think it's better that way. The third toxic trait that most of us find ourselves doing in relationships is silent treatment. So you guys, silent treatment is not only manipulative, but it's actually childish, because so when you keep quiet, okay, things have been said, you are angry, she's angry, or he's angry, and then you keep quiet. What is that going to solve? Okay, what's that going to solve? If anything, the best thing would be that you take a walk, she takes a walk, maybe take a nap or something, breathe, do something, because again, arguments happen all the time, misunderstandings come up all the time, and then sit like an adult, because I do not expect a person, I don't expect a child. You see, it's children that have those behaviors of, I'm not going to eat food because you did this to me, but you're an adult. The reason as to why you are relationshiping is because you are an adult. So part of being an adult is showing up for difficult conversations, the same way we show up for the nice things that happen in relationships or in marriages. So stop the silent treatment. Go take a walk, do whatever it is that you're doing to calm yourself down. But at the end of the day, you actually have to discuss, because it's both of you against the problem, not you against the other person and the problem. So once you see it that way, you'll be able to sort things much faster and better, depending on what the issue is, without sulking and, acting funny about the whole situation. Bringing me to the fourth point of this topic is low blows. Using low blows during arguments to win a fight. You guys, first of all, that's something that we should always remember. So if you get someone's challenge that they have experienced, or say for example, if someone maybe told you something or a weakness that they have, and then you wait for an argument and you say, no wonder you do this, no wonder you do this. That's why at your home this happens. Are you a child? Are we in P6? You guys, we have to be very serious. I've seen people do this a lot, whereby, say for example, someone talks about someone's physical feature because they are in an argument, they use it against them, or for people who have been intimate, someone says, no wonder you're not nice in bed. You guys, I forget banga, Anyway guys, low blows are just very, very low. It's you being, first of all, you're very insensitive as a person, and then on top of that, you are not fit for a relationship. You're super, super toxic, because when someone shows you their brokenness, relationships, marriages, it's you bringing your brokenness and I bringing mine. So if you use my brokenness against me like you're perfect, I start to wonder how sane you are as a person. So guys, these are some things that we need to bear in mind as we are having all these arguments. Maybe something has happened, maybe we've had a misunderstanding. Do not talk about someone's family, do not talk about someone's body. Leave those people and things out of this conversation. Focus on what it is the problem is and solve it, as opposed to gathering evidence of 10 years ago. No wonder you did this in your past relationship. Meanwhile, someone disclosed this to you just so you can understand where they're coming from and they trusted you with this information. It's just not fair that you get to use it against them when they are down or when something hasn't gone right. So friends and family, we can do better. We are not using low blows no more. If you want to talk about something, focus on the topic, find a solution instead of getting evidence and information and insulting someone's body parts and whatnot just to feel like you have won the argument. Because you can win the battle, but you will always lose that person, because people do not forget how we make them feel. If you make me feel insecure about myself, if you make me feel like I cannot tell you anything after this conversation that we've had, trust me, we shall be just coexisting in this relationship, marriage, whatnot, but then I know that I cannot trust you. And then what is it like to be in a relationship where someone does not trust you because you are acting up and being funny? So let's do better, guys. It's a new year, we're doing better. Bring us to the 5th point, that's deflecting. So let me try and explain it in a sense that deflecting is more of changing the course of the conversation. If we are talking about conversations, it's more like changing the course of the conversation or answering a question with a question. Say, for example, if my partner asked me, how far have you gone with your goals that you set for this year? And I'm like, hey, how about you? For you, have you done anything? Now it's clear that I probably haven't done much, because if I was confident in what I have done for the goals of the year, I would outrightly say, I've been able to do this. In the first quarter, I've been able to achieve this and that. But because I'm not sure where I'm at and I feel judged, so I feel like I should defend myself so fast, I turn the guidance to him. So something like that. And I find that that's something that's very, very unconstructive for our relationship, because then you're never going to discuss anything. Even if it's an emotional conversation, the person will always be making it look like it's not a big deal, downplaying everything, downplaying someone's emotions. So, I insist, relationships are not for children, because if you're not ready to be accountable to someone, if you're not ready to discuss certain things with someone, to seek growth and progress with someone, then I don't think you should be in a relationship. Because if you're out here deflecting when they are trying to help you, when someone is actually asking you questions that could benefit you, then what point is it to be with this person if you cannot trust them with certain information? So I honestly just think, instead of deflecting, sit down and see where you as a person is struggling, where you're failing. Say, for example, if you have a hard time communicating and someone asks, so maybe what intentional moves are you actually going to do to become better at communication? Instead of you going off on them like, how about you who does not do this? How about you who does not know how to cook? Just say, you know what, I think this is where I'm struggling and I need help. And it takes time for me to be able to process what it is that I'm supposed to do. But I'm happy to do it, and I'll be able to maybe ask you for help whenever I need it. It's as simple and clear as that. Even if you have not achieved anything, just tell your partner, you know what, this quarter of the year has been very difficult for me, or it has been foundational in a sense that most of the things I'm working on are going to be able to reflect in the next quarter of the year. And that's it. They are not stupid, and they'll be more supportive in that sense. But if you're deflecting, they'll just be like, why? When you ask him what he's working on, if he has any savings, if he's doing anything towards, becoming a better person, he's just going to feed you with bullshit. So the person keeps quiet, you never grow, then the relationship dies out because you are a partner that's not even motivated to become better for yourself. So guys, we are not deflecting no more this year. Bringing us to the next point on this topic is withholding intimacy to punish your partner. funny. I don't even know why I'm laughing, but in all honesty, even the Bible is against this, because especially for the married. Now I'm speaking for the married because these are the people who have the outright law to be intimate with each other and everything like that. So if you are going to be doing some of these things, and I mean, everyone is allowed to process their feelings. So yeah, for the first night you can be like, you know what, babe, I'm actually not feeling up to this because of what we've just gone through. I need to process, I need to reset, I need to feel okay. So bringing me to the last point on this topic, I know there are many other traits, but this one specifically hits home because I have been one of those people. Friends and family. Let's have a moment of silence for everyone out there who actually believes they are Bob the Builder to fix someone that's broken. You guys, the reason this is toxic, it seems like a nice thing, like a heroic thing to do, but there is no one in this world who will ever change because you want them to change. They will only change because they want to change. And they should see the need to say, you know what, I have found a good thing, and whatever thing I've been doing out there, it's time for me to change. They might not even verbalize this, but you will just see in their ways, in their actions, if it's dress code, if it's, you know, how they handle their finances, if it's how they pray, if it's how they seek the Lord, they will just find themselves readily willing to do the work without you influencing that. The only influence you might have is to live in a sense that just makes them want to be a part of something beautiful. But ain't nobody going to tell you that you're going to change or a man or a woman that's broken. Again, I'm coming from experience, but if someone is broken, they have been through something, okay? They've been through something, they have not healed, and these are the people you find, especially now, some of us who do online dating, these are the people who find, you'll find their profile says, I'm looking to have some fun, I'm not looking for anything serious, and in your head you make it a mission to prove them wrong. Konkashi, 5 years later, you'll be trying to build this house, cement ya gwewo, and nothing is going to work. You'll have invested time, energy, emotions, you have hated the person, you have become toxic. Anyway, long story short, if you find someone who is on a journey to self-discovery, please let them. If you're looking for a relationship and the person you meet is not ready for a relationship, at least according to what you believe you're looking for in this person, do not try to fix to be this person. When they tell you some story about their ex and what they did, you're like, since she used to complain about this, let me keep quiet. Since she used to do this, let me keep quiet. No. If someone wants to change, they will change on their own. They will sit through it, they'll go through the healing process, then they will change. Other than that, the guy will bullshit you for 5 good years, 10 good years, trying to make you stay, because for them, they're happy to get. They're happy to get anyone. Even if it's a girl, she'll tell you, yeah, I need money for this, I need dinner for this, no. But when it comes to talking about the relationship and where it's going, and you ask the golden question, what are we? The person will tell you we are a chosen generation, hold forth for His excellence, to show His excellence. You will be sad, you'll be angry. The person will be giving you all sorts of random answers as to why they are not ready. When they are ready, they'll let you know. Cut that crap. Do not enter a relationship where you're not sure where the person is going. Because even the Bible says it that two cannot walk together unless they agree. So for as long as you're at different wavelengths, you're always going to be in preacher mode with this person. Why didn't you call me? Why didn't you do this? But you don't do this, you don't do that. But they do not even feel the need to do it because they already have you. Because you're out here building. Eventually this whole house will fall. So guys, it hurts, it really does. But it's better to know that you did not indulge from the beginning than to think that, I'm going to be the hero in this situation, I'm going to save this man. You're not going to save anyone. he'll introduce you to his parents, and you will still stay stuck. That's what I'm saying. So that's the end of it. So bringing me to the close of this video, thank you so much for sitting right through and listening to me. Thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Also, feel free to ask any questions that you may have. You could inbox me on Instagram at @stesh_chawanuka, and I'll link it down below so that we can talk. Let's have these conversations. Let's talk. Let's see how we can become better people in our relationships. Let's stop being toxic. And above all, don't forget to do your best, be your best, and God will do the rest. Have a lovely day, and may God bless you. Bye.